What's up, YouTube? It's another Wednesday with the one and only BillyJ at the Fab 5 Collab. And being that it's Wednesday, December 25th, Christmas Day, I would like to extend a happy holidays to everybody around the world from all of us at the Fab 5 Collab. This week, our topic is how do we handle people against the LGBT community in our personal lives. And it seems very fitting that Phil Robertson of Duck Dynasty came out with his anti-LGBT comments in an interview for GQ coming out next month. It was just mere coincidence that this was our topic because we choose our topics like months in advance. So let's get started. Well, me personally, I haven't dealt with anybody that was homophobic, at least not to my face. I did have someone that I work with that believed that somehow it was a choice, and I pretty much made him look like a fool when I asked him when he chose to be straight. He claimed he didn't have anything against gays, but he just thought it was like some kind of choice that they made, sort of like hairstyles or something. Like all of a sudden I woke up one day and was like, I wonder what dick tastes like. I think I'm gonna taste some dick. And I'm just gonna live the gay lifestyle. So that was about it as far as the extent of my personal interactions with someone that was anti-gay. And like I said, it wasn't that he was anti-gay, it's just that for some reason he thought it was some kind of choice. But Phil Robertson, who's been in the news as of late, is not necessarily saying that it's a choice, but is saying that it is condemned according to the Bible. And for those who did not know, Phil Robertson was quite a sinner back in the day before he became reformed and became a born-again Christian. He even admits it himself in his interview that he was quite the sinner until he reformed. And for those of you that do not know, that never watched Duck Dynasty before this whole fiasco came out, the Robertson family was pretty religious, and at the end of every episode they would have a nice family spread where they would sit down and say grace and thank the Lord for their food and whatever else they wanted to thank the Lord for. So we already knew that they were pretty religious, and it really wasn't a surprise to me that he would have these kind of comments about homosexuality. And Phil Robertson had some other views about other things that definitely were not politically correct. But for Phil Robertson and anyone else that wants to use the Bible to condemn homosexuality, I ask, do you follow the Bible and its every word? Or do you merely just pick out what you want to use to be anti-gay? Because believe me, this points out many, many sins that I'm sure you yourself are guilty of. The passage that most Christians point out as far as being gay is an abomination is Leviticus 20:13, which reads, "If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them." So they're saying that we should be put to death. But other than the Westboro Baptist Church, I don't see these Bible-thumping people saying that we should be put in internment camps and be put to death. Because that kind of sounds like something Hitler would do, and that's exactly what Hitler did. But you know who else should be put to death according to Leviticus? In Leviticus 29, Leviticus says, "For everyone that curseth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. He hath cursed his father or his mother, his blood shall be upon him." So, if you are a teenager that says, "Fuck you, Dad," well, I guess you got to be put to death, according to Leviticus and the Bible, which, mind you, is the Word of God. And for those who get their haircuts, Leviticus 19:27 should give you some advice on your haircut. It reads, "Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard." So there goes the bowl cuts and the trimming of the beards. I guess that's why the guys on Duck Dynasty have their beards. Also, Leviticus is against getting tattoos and perhaps even piercings. Let's read what Leviticus 19:28 says. It says, "Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord." But I don't see the Christians boycotting tattoo parlors and telling people that have tattoos that they're going to hell. Also, people that wear multi-fabric garments are going to hell as well. Leviticus 19:19 reads, "Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee." Well, there goes my entire wardrobe. And for those of us that love shellfish like crab and shrimp and lobster and crawfish, Leviticus has something to say about that as well. In Leviticus 11:10 reads, "And all that have not fins and scales on the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you." Well, there goes my surf and turf nights. See, the Bible has a lot of crazy rules, and the Bible was used to justify such horrific things in history, such as slavery and even segregation. And now it is being used to hate on gays. So, if you know someone that uses the Bible to justify their hate for gays, just point out the sins that they commit. The Bible is sure to point out all the sins. And remember that he without sin may cast the first stone. And just remember that even the Bible itself says only God can judge me. Well, that's it for this week. Remember, peace, love, unity, respect. Peace out, guys. Also, remember, happy birthday, Jesus.